When you need a mortgage, don't stress at all. Just tune right in and give these guys.
Good morning, YouTube. Today is Tuesday, August 18th. Fellas, this was always my least favorite week growing up, that awful anticipation of school coming back. But it's here, huh?
It's here, brother.
It's full-blown here. Anthony got them in school. I got the wife in school. So, it's all coming back around, and they're full-blown back.
Yeah,
The seasons are changing, and so are the markets, Tommy. It seems like the winds are shifting a little bit here in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's finally catching the publicity. I mean, if the news was only AM chatter, they would have known this back in February probably. But the news is the news. It's finally catching wind. It is kind of a buyer's market here in Pittsburgh, what we've been saying for a while. Houses sitting on the market. We're trying to get some different loan types accepted, but still have that negative connotation.
Well, let's do a blind resume real quick, because again, we get these arguments. Well, we see houses. I understand there's houses selling in one day still, but the overall trend, if we had a market, guys, where houses average days on market 50, percentage of price reductions 20.4%. What type of market would you call that, Anthony?
I'd have to say that's a buyer's market there, sir.
Well, according to Realtor.com, that's what we had in July in Pittsburgh. We got an average day on market of 50 days, and 20% of homes are getting price reductions. And Tom, I know the old way of thinking is just drop the price to get it sold, but we're in a market. We finally have a little bit more inventory, and we have higher interest rates. That may not be the best play right now.
Oh, no, we got to figure out a way to get the buyers in there cheaper. Let the buyers feel like they're winning. If the buyers feel like they're winning, the houses will sell because they do feel like they're getting that good deal. We got to start maneuvering around, getting some seller's assist for them, making buy downs, knocking down their closing costs, doing the whole shebang. So we need to start getting that seller's assist. The dropping of the price is just so 1990.
It really is. And if you look at it, we don't need to change anything, Anth. The mortgage industry is already built for this market. We just need to get offers accepted. The sales contract for realtors already has section 3A and 3B. If you think you can't get both 3A and 3B paid by the seller, that is just not true.
I mean, if you go back a few months and you look at all social media, it's always been built into the price anyway. And buyers, even at that time, were getting seller's assistance. So it's not like anything has changed. It's just a matter of what, the offer is going to be, and the perception that you cannot get seller's assistance when you submit an offer. It's a negotiation. It's supposed to be a negotiation. If it wasn't a negotiation, everybody would be just paying list price on every single house. It's a negotiation. So you're either asking for seller's assistance or a lower price on the house. Or if you're in a multiple offer, then yeah, you got to make some different moves, but seller's assistance is always going to be better than a price reduction. I mean, that's just facts. We can use that money towards so many things.
Absolutely. So our strategy, give the seller their price, guys. Give the seller their price. You're like, oh, okay, we're selling the house for what we have it listed for, but now is where we start the negotiation. Ask the seller to pay the buyer agent commission. Ask the seller for max seller assistance. Ask the seller for an FHA loan or USDA loan where we can get more than 3%. Tom, it's not the craziest thing in the world. We have houses sitting for 50 days on average. We can win. We can get buyers in. Just like Anthony said, once a loan officer has seller assistance, we can work with the buyer to do what's best for their financing? Do we drop closing costs? Do we drop interest rate? Do we do both? Do we kind of work it for whatever works for the buyer? We have that ability, but we can't do anything until we have the seller assistance from the offer.
Yeah, I mean, you got to ask for it because we literally can do nothing, zero, with 0% seller's assist. And that's just how it works. You have to do it in your offer. I mean, we could talk about it, all the time when we're doing the pre-approval, tell the buyer. But if you're not putting it in the offer, then we can't do it. Also, if we're not, I get this all the time, and I'm sure you guys do too. Oh, I can't do FHA. He'll never get an FHA. Like I hear that so much. It's insane. Like I don't understand. I don't know if people are afraid of FHA or what's going on, but the amount of times that I hear, we can't do FHA. He needs to be conventional. It's just not like that anymore. I mean, it's 2026, not 2021.
And that saying, I get it from the real estate side. It seems like it's just a different loan type, but boy, if you have a buyer that doesn't have the greatest credit, you as a real estate agent are making their financing worse by telling them they have to go conventional over FHA. Sure. Can they maybe buy the house still, Anth? Yes. But who wants to pay more than they have to when, Tom, the follow-up question should be why? Anth, give us a reason. Tom, give me a reason. Why won't they go FHA? Why won't this seller? Where is the major problem that we can't go FHA? There's never a why.
It's repairs, bro. It's less than $100 in repairs. Chip paint, steps without a railing. That's it. I mean, unless the place is completely unlivable and has major structural problems, there shouldn't be a reason why it shouldn't be able to go anything government finance, VA, FHA, USDA. Conventional is looked at as the easiest streamlined program. And then everybody's in an uproar when the appraisal comes back and says, hey, there's dampness in the basement. We need a cause and correction letter for that. Well, what do you mean? This is conventional. It doesn't matter. The programs are not built around the seller. They're built around the programs offered to the client and the guidelines behind them. For the appraisal, we're going to specify what's needed on that property. It may have been that way years ago that conventional didn't call for anything, but that is no longer the case. We're seeing more appraisals come back now on conventional with repairs than sometimes on FHA. So it just depends. But, it's a domino effect, though. You guys know as well as I do. The more price reductions that we have, those appraisals are going to come in lower because now those comps that sold for less are now a comp utilized in any new appraisal in that area. So it's a domino effect. So we're only trying to educate and help buyers.
And it's so crazy because FHA is such an easier program to get qualified for than conventional. You can get so many buyers qualified FHA that can't go conventional. You open up the buying pool to so many more folks. It's such a narrow-minded, silly approach to look that you're
kind of wild. Like I'll approve somebody for an FHA loan. I'll be told they have to go conventional. It's $100 more a month. And then they get their deal accepted. And I have the buyer asking me to cut $100 off my admin fee for the overall closing cost when they could be saving $100 a month. So, I mean, just some of these scenarios that we go through are just absolutely crazy, in my opinion.
Yes. So if you have questions, any misconceptions, hey, I thought this was about FHA, maybe this was harder, give us a call. We underwrite all of our loans in-house. So at West Penn, conventional FHA, the time frames are the same, the underwriting process is the same, and the appraisals are changing. Big changes are coming with appraisals across the board. So again, there's a lot of misconceptions we got to get out of the market before we get to that point. But if you have a listing sitting or a buyer that, is an FHA buyer that you're confused on or questions on, give us a call. Like the boy said, we're here to educate, we're here to help. And that's all I got for today.
All right, guys.
Enjoy your weekend, boys. Remember, sports change lives.
See you guys.
Tom, Ryan, and Anthony.